guys, back again. Getting ready today and make a hearty vegetarian chili recipe. So glad you guys tuned in again, and we're getting ready to start with the recipe for it, okay? It's amazing. It's really good. It's really hearty, and I mean, this pot is going to be a large amount, so this will probably feed 8 to 10 people maybe, depending on your serving size. So we're going to start with one large onion that's already been chopped up, one large green pepper, and zucchini. Zucchini is basically going to be your meat in this other than your ground. But this is going to give you a nice bite, okay? And I just took it and I cut the zucchini in half, cut each end off, cut it in half, and then I took the halves and cut it in half again, and then just went down and just cut it all the way down to the end. Okay, so we're going to start. I've got olive oil on the stove, and my olive oil is already ready to go. So we're going to put in the green pepper and the onion. And I used about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So you can decide how you want to do that. And then we're just going to toss it around. And as you can see, the green peppers and the onions start to get a little translucent. Start to get a nice little shine on them. That means they're starting to cook down. And I usually like to get them to a nice soft cooked state before I add my zucchini, because the zucchini will cook down really quick and you don't really want it to get really mushy. Or should I say soft? So I'm going to turn my eye up a little bit. Now I used about 2 pounds of zucchini. So I'm going to add that now. Chopped up, ready to go. This is a really quick recipe too. It's going to take you no time to do it. Once you get your chopping done, the cooking time is very minimal. Because again, you're not cooking with meat, you're cooking with vegetables. Vegetables don't take a lot of time to cook, and you really don't want to overcook your vegetables anyway. So we're going to toss these around. And as you can see, this is a pretty full pot. Pretty full. And I still have kidney beans to add. I still have my vegetarian ground to add. So you're going to have a nice full pot. So this is something that would be good for like a tailgating party, having people over for like a football party or something. And you want to serve them something a little different other than your regular chili. It's got meat in it. This is going to be hearty and filling, but it's really going to leave you with a satisfaction, a feeling of satisfaction, because you'll know that it has no meat in it. So it's going to be all healthy for you. Everything's going to be really, really good. I like using the zucchini because, again, the zucchini will take on whatever flavors you add with this, and we're going to add quite a few spices to this. But you could also use yellow squash as well. Works perfectly, just like this. Now, we've got our spices, we've got garlic, we've got Creole seasoning, about a half a teaspoon of basil, a half a teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of red pepper. You don't have to do the red pepper if you don't want to. If that's too much, cut back or don't use it at all. Some people might want to use a whole tablespoon of it if you really want it to have a nice kick. And a teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of sugar. And we're just going to dump all that in right now. We are now at the stage where we're getting ready to add our other ingredients. As you can see, the vegetables are cooked. They are tender, and you can just smell the chili powder, the cumin, the garlic. It's just really smelling up my kitchen. So we're getting ready to add now 1 can of kidney beans. We're going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes, juice and all, because again, this is chili, so we do want it to have kind of like a saucy kind of flair. And then I want to add 1 can of Hormel vegetarian chili. Okay, that's going to give it a little body and then the flavor profile, and it also has a vegetarian ground in it. So we're going to mix all these together. We got all our spices in. As you can see, it's colorful, it's really pretty, and it looks really hearty. You take this, get you some oyster crackers, which I love. Oyster crackers, or some little Cheez-It crackers, or just some regular soda crackers, or some town crackers. And just put them on side. You can add a little salad with this if you want to. But this is really a nice little family hearty dish. And this time of the year, you know, we always look for a good chili recipe, you know, especially on those cold days. You just want to come in and throw something together, and something that's just going to be really hearty and satisfying, and it's going to stick to the ribs and everything. So, I'm getting ready to add my vegetarian crumble. Now, my rule is I always try to get all my other ingredients together, get them all cooked before I add my vegetarian crumble, because I want my vegetarian crumble to still have a bite, just like it was ground beef. And this will do that if you add it last. So we're going to add that, and then we're going to stir it in. And this recipe is just about done. I want you guys to remember to subscribe and to like the videos. I want to bring you a lot more, but I really do need your help and your support when we put in these together. Just let me know that you're liking what I'm doing, and I'll be doing more and more and more. As you can see, this looks like chili to me. It's a really nice hearty pot. Now, if you want to add a little more water to this, you can. But as this cooks and as this simmers, it's going to make a little bit more juice or more of a sauce, because the zucchini is going to break down a little more. The diced tomatoes are going to break down a little more. But I like a nice hearty chili, and this is what you have. If you want to add a little tomato sauce to it to thin it out a little bit, and so that you can get more of a saucy chili, you can. But this is pretty much the recipe. You can take this and add a little cheese on top if you want to, and just kind of make you know, just a nice little, like I say, a hearty dinner with a little cheddar on top. Be delicious. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back with the finished product. Okay, guys, also I'm adding a chili packet from McCormick. You can do chili you can do a Texas style chili seasoning blend, but just add this. This is going to make it taste really hearty, and it's going to really give it a nice flavor to it. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really delicious. We stir that in, and then we're going to come back with the finished product. Okay, guys, this is the finished product. It's bubbling, it's all done, ready to serve up, and I've already put some in a bowl, and I put a little cheese on. Then I'm going to go over that with a little bit more chili just to melt the cheese a little bit. I'm going to turn our eye off and let that kind of rest. Give us a nice big spoon so we can get us a nice little mouthful. This is hot, guys, so look at that. Look how pretty that is. This is so comforting. And again, it's all vegetables, so you don't have to have any guilt behind it. Got some cheeses on the side, you know, just in case you want a little cracker or something. That cheese just gives it a creaminess. It's got enough flavor, it's spicy, it's not too hot, it's really good. If you need a little more salt, add a little more salt. If you need a little more sugar, You know, tomatoes sometimes have a little bit of bitterness. If you want to cut that a little bit more with some sugar, but the sugar that I have in here now is perfect. A little more salt probably for my taste would be better, but this is delicious, ready to go for anybody that really wants to have a really good hearty chili recipe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Again, remember to subscribe and like, and we're going to show you the recipe. Bye guys. It's delicious.